Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am ChimePhilly, for those of you who don't know. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. First, yes, I have been making videos about Lushious Massacr, but not to insult her, but to expose the truth about her. Secondly, no, I am not a troll or bitter, or anything like that. I'm just merely showing you guys using her own words that she is really a snake in the grass towards her fans and audience. Today's video will focus on her move to and from Los Angeles, California and Brownsville, Texas. Something does not add up, and I will show you with receipts so you can form your own opinion. And with that, let's get to it. So earlier, I interviewed Rich, sent him an email to see if I can get an interview with Rich, and I asked him, what is your opinion about getting blamed for Lushious Massacr not making it in Hollywood, and her not even being famous? And what is your opinion on her getting up to 335 pounds, and blaming you on her weight gain? Best regards, ChimePhilly. And Rich actually responded back, shockingly enough, so let's see what he had to say. Hello. Oh my, if this is your way, Chime, of starting drama or continuing some, I have to say, and please quote me because I know how drama channels can twist things up. I love Lush, wish her the best and most success. I feel we are the masters of the direction we want to take our lives through hard work and dedication and luck. If you're trying to start drama, there is none on my part. The fabulous Rich Lux, 100 million YouTube views. So let's start off with her move to California, where all of her dreams were to come true. Right? Let's watch.
Surprise! I moved to Los Angeles, California. Oh my God, what the hell? This has been in the works for so long, and I feel like I've been working up to this for so long that I've just been on pause in my life because I've been doing everything, okay? I have been doing everything in my power to make this happen. And let me tell you, I am a testament that your dreams can come true if you do not give up, if you believe in yourself, if you believe in yourself like no one has ever believed in you, okay? I'm still gonna breathe, honey. I'm still gonna wake up every morning. It's not the end of the world. And for a while, I kind of like, I don't wanna say I accepted defeat, but for a while, I came to terms with the fact that, you know what? Luscious, you're very talented, honey. Maybe it's just never gonna happen. Maybe it's just time for you to settle down. Looking at it back now, it was all me. I was the only one getting in my own way. I was the only one sabotaging myself. I was the only one thinking that nobody believed in me. And I was the only one that stopped believing in myself. And it took me failing really hard and hitting rock bottom. Because let me tell you, honey, when you hit rock bottom, there is nowhere else to go but up, okay? And I really had to go to those places of darkness and to hit rock bottom to be able to come back up and face myself, face my demons, face my fears, and realize that I was the only one getting in my way and I was my own worst enemy. I have given up so much to be here. You know, when I was 23, I moved to Houston, and then I realized one day it suddenly hit me like a ton of bricks that the most important thing that I have in my life is my family. My mom, my younger brothers. I have 3 younger brothers, my dad. And I left Houston and I came back home and I said, oh my God, you know what? I can't take it anymore. I can't be apart from them anymore. They mean everything in the world to me. And I want to do everything possible to take care of them and to make them happy and to make them proud of me. And now that I moved to LA, it's the most emotional thing ever because I have to be away from them, and it is so hard because I know that they need me, but at the same time I know that I need to do this for myself to be able to find my happiness. I'm an LA girl now, honey. From Brownsville all the way to LA, honey.
So, she seems content with moving and becoming an LA girl, right? Notice how she mentions missing her family and how hard it was being without them. Also notice how once again she blames herself for holding herself back. This next clip, in context to her reasoning to moving back to Brownsville, let's check it out.
So, you know, life's been hard in LA. A lot of things have happened while I've been in LA. It's been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. And that's just me. That's my thing. Like, it doesn't have, it has nothing to do with anybody or any person, or it's just me you know, trying to figure out what I want out of life. I feel like I'm very I'm always listening to the signs of the world and the universe, and sometimes, you know, as you grow older and you grow up, you want different things. And I feel like sometimes I want to be in Los Angeles and living this beautiful dream, and I want to be on YouTube, and I want to have a platform, and I want like all these crazy beautiful things. And then other times I reject all of it, and I'm just like, do I really want that? You know, is that really what's going to make me happy? Is that really something that I want to do for the rest of my life? You know, I've been in LA. It's been the hardest thing I've had to do. And I don't know. I'm very like, about 3 weeks ago, I had completely made up my mind. And I said, you know what? I'm over it. I want to go back home. I miss my family. The reason why I moved to LA is because I want to make something out of myself, and I want to one day be able to provide for my family. So then a couple of months into being in LA, I kind of realized that that dream is probably going to take a really long time. And I don't even know, like, it's kind of selfish for me to say, oh, I want to move to LA. I want to make my dreams come true. I want to start making money, and then I want to up and move my family out here. And it's, you know, it's kind of selfish. What if, and as I've talked to my mom and kind of like picked her brain, I realized that maybe my mom does not want to move over here.
As you saw in the clip, she's feeling remorse about missing her family and realizing that she's really not going to make it out in Los Angeles work-wise. Again, feeling pity on herself and holding herself back once again. In this next clip, she gives another reasoning for her leaving Los Angeles, which is completely different than what she explained in this previous clip. So what's the real tea? Let's see what she had to say.
I need to talk. I need to talk. I think I'm ready to talk. I went through a lot, and it's time. I think it's time to have a conversation. I think it's time to have a kiki. And I think it's time for me to share my thoughts about what happened and what led me to this point. I actually just unpacked my final box from my apartment when I was living in LA. And I kind of want to talk about what happened when I was living in LA and what led me to this point. There's going to be some tea. This is about the drama community tea, and why was one of the reasons why I was so involved in the drama community and the drama world, and what I was going through, and what happened when I was living in LA, and why I decided to move. And like, it's going to be a kiki. And I feel like I'm ready to finally talk about it, and then finally just release my sadness, release the pain, release all the anger. Oof. I was very angry.
Wait, you were angry? I thought you were just sad. Isn't that what you said in your last video? That you were missing your family?
For what I felt was done to me. You know what I mean? When I moved to LA, when I was doing YouTube and I was living here in Brownsville, and then I got the opportunity to move to Los Angeles, and I feel like when I moved to LA, all of the people that were, and this is just the true tea, all of the people that maybe felt threatened by me, or maybe they felt like, oh, we need to stop him, we can't let him succeed, we need to just get him and destroy his dreams. Like that's what it felt like to me. I was in a beehive, and when I moved to LA, it was almost like I immediately became a threat, and it was very like, I felt like I hit the beehive. I lost a lot of friends in private, and very publicly. I also lost friends in public. And then as soon as I got there, I just felt like boom, 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 boom. I was getting attacked. And I feel like I never had a fair chance. And I feel like I never had a fair shot. And eventually, everything kind of fell apart for me. And I realized I'm going to have to go back home. This is not going to work. These people are not letting up. They are relentless in their pursuit to attack me, to shred me, to bully me, to, like, they're just not gonna leave me alone. They are going to throw everything at me, honey. The kitchen sink, the toilet, everything you can imagine, they threw it at me. I went through so much darkness and so much pain when I left Los Angeles. I felt so, I was so angry and I was so ashamed of myself, and I felt like so defeated.
Here she goes again, feeling defeated, feeling bad for herself, being all dramatic all over again. Girl, snap into it already.
I felt like such a failure when I left Los Angeles and I moved back home. And I moved back in with my mother. Like, I felt like such a failure. And I felt like a part of my life was over. And then I also felt like they got away with it. They got what they wanted. They brought me down to my knees. And they made me give up. And they made me pack up. And they made me leave.
Oh, really? That's not what you said earlier.
And that's just me. That's my thing. Like, it doesn't have, it has nothing to do with anybody or any person.
So, she in the previous clip said that she was going back to Brownsville because she was missing her family and was lost without them practically. Not once did she mention that anyone, and I mean anyone, forced her to leave. Just like in the second clip that I showed you earlier, where she clearly states that nobody was involved with the notion of making her move back to Brownsville, Texas, that she was doing it on her own will to be with her family. Seems to be that she can't keep her own story straight, and that there is clearly more behind-the-scenes issues going on. Or could it all be a plot to make her fans feel sorry for her because she's not getting all these so-called gigs, and she's not making all this so-called money? She sells her pity stories, and her fans buy into it through her lives, and gives donations to her because they can relate in some sort of way to her fake pity stories. I don't know. You can make your own opinion about it. For now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, goodbye.